there are some fundamental skills that
Mm.
we still require, like programming skills, mathematics, and machine learning, especially if you work in like tech industry. So those are the fundamental skills that I think would still be required as is. However, I think those skills in demand are declining as we know that I think in a lot of big tech companies nowadays, we are hiring less and less junior people. They want to hire a bit more senior people. And the idea here is that we can have maybe a few leads or senior people work in a smaller team, and then we use AI to execute and automate a lot of the work that used to be done by juniors members of the team. And because of that, I think that the bar for entry level is getting much higher. It used to be maybe you're a fresh graduate or you can get an internship. Now those positions are a lot fewer in demands. And even for entry level right now, I think they might require a few years of experience just to get into that area. So that's definitely like an impact of AI in the industry right now. And beside the technical skill, what I observe is that I think there was still like, I would say human-based skills that's still very much in need. And even now, I think it seems to be like the one that still like set human apart from machine. How you communicate, how you use your critical thinking, how you deal with different stakeholders and partners, and negotiating with people. So those are the critical human skills that I believe AI not yet able to replace us. And those skills are getting a bit more in demand. That's kind of reflect a bit into the hiring in the industry right now.
I mean, it's an interesting phenomenon, and this happens often during economic downturns where it's very hard for young graduates to get jobs. And often what you see at those times is like a wave of sometimes innovation where the graduates can't go into traditional routes, so they have to do something else. They have to take a risk and potentially start a company. And I think that whilst it's tough for the next generation coming through, it has never been easier now to start a company and to build a product. So I think it's potentially quite an exciting time if you're a young person. Yes, you might not get the big job at big tech that you wanted with a high salary, but you'll potentially be presented with an opportunity and a tool set that has never been afforded to people in your position before in the past. I think there's probably another point to say around skills that are in demand and people's ability to learn them and need to still invest, as Antonio was saying. Like it is always been the case, and I think it will be true that the strongest performers, like the people who will be best placed to adapt, are those with the biggest knowledge bases and the best skill sets. So I think that won't be people who outsource everything to AI. It will be people whose internalized knowledge lets them both direct and verify what an AI can produce. Like verification of what an AI produces requires expertise, right? By definition, it can do a lot of things that humans can't. And to be able to capture that value adequately and make sure it's working as expected, you need expertise. And so there's always going to be a role, I think, for human expertise to play, if not a creation aspect, definitely a verification aspect.